Killua versus Gon. Who is the strongest? Yeah, who is the strongest out of them two? So recently I came across a post on Hunter x Hunter subreddit that was titled Gon versus Killua, who is stronger? While I was doing some research for a video about Killua and his actual true powers. So I've decided to make this video because I'm wondering too, who is actually stronger, Gon or Killua? But for the answer I won't actually be including adult Gon from the Chimera Ant arc, just because it's already well known that while Gon was in that state, his power was equal to King Meruem, and according to pitou, he would have actually beaten the king. So I ain't gonna try and compare them two. And if I'm right, even Netero couldn't beat Meruem, so Killua won't stand a chance. This comparison is between Killua and Gon during the Greed Island arc, and just before King Meruem was born. Both Killua and Gon have unique powers of their own, but what Killua doesn't have, Gon does, and likewise when comparing Gon to Killua. Killua has his Godspeed power that can be used to escape or fight in itself. This power is actually quite overpowered if you're taking into account that Killua's other power is controlled with yo-yos. The thing is, Killua can only use electricity to an advantage because of his self-sacrifice and years of being tortured through electricity, which is parallel to Gon's rock paper scissors technique, where he created his power due to his love for playing rock paper scissors, which is pretty childish, but you know, I love Gon. Gon is a great character. But this is not enough information to actually compare the two. If you really want to compare Killua and Gon, you must take into account their fighting abilities when battling one-on-one and the strategies they use. And I'm going to be talking about strategy a lot in this video, so you just quickly get used to it. Yeah, I'm going to be talking a lot about the strategies used by both of these people. So Gon's strategy when fighting is mainly focused on quick decision making, which during the anime proves to be a strategy that is very, very risky. We actually see Gon uses quick, irrational thinking when Gon takes on the bomber during the Green Island arc and sacrifices his own arm, which is obviously a negative, and you shouldn't really be sacrificing your own arm in a casual fight. However, there are many disadvantages to Gon and his combat methods. Gon seems to be very selfish during the anime and doesn't really follow many of the plans or rules when they are set upon him, which ends up in Gon being in life or death situations more often than he should. This for me gives Killua the one up on Gon, because strategically Killua calculates everything before making a move. This is probably due to Killua being a full-time assassin before meeting Gon, and I'll give Killua the benefit of the doubt and say this is developed over time. Also, Killua was the one who actually structured the actual plan to take down the bomber, which Gon didn't follow and resulted in Gon sacrificing his arm. If it wasn't for Bisky's power, Gon would still only have one arm. I think although Gon has more raw power than Killua, Killua is actually stronger than Gon mentally and strategically, which gives Killua a 2-1 lead. Therefore Killua, in my opinion, is stronger than Gon. But you know, I think this is quite an unfair argument if you're actually talking about realism and, you know, Gon and Killua actually fighting in real life, because if we're taking into account Gon's actual Jojoken ability and his way of actually structuring it, he can actually use it in different ways, like the paper projectile, and actually scissors can actually chop things in half. But also Killua, he went ham in the Chimera Ant arc and literally took out actually Poof. He actually took out half of his body. It just shows how powerful both of these characters are. But I think when it comes down to raw power, Gon is way stronger than Killua, and I think you'll agree with me on this, but Gon has the raw power and that instinct. He actually reminds me of Ubagin and his raw power. Remember when Ubagin took out them, what are they called? I forgot, the Shadow Beasts. When he took out all 3 of them. Yeah, Gon and Ubagin have some real similarities. But when it comes to an actual fight of life and death, I think Killua might actually take the lead. Because you don't really want Gon to go into adult mode anymore, because he can really risk his life. And that I wasn't even taking that into account, because if just the way that Gon could actually turn into adult form at any time, you know, that will make him too OP, and I think that would just be unrealistic. Imagine he can turn like his arm like adult mode and it will just strengthen up, and like it would just be so sick. That was my opinion on Gon versus Killua and actually who is stronger. I think I'm a bit on the fence when it comes to this topic, but you tell me what you think about who's actually stronger, Killua or Gon. Remember to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it, only if you enjoyed it, and also make sure you subscribe if you want to see some more Hunter x Hunter content and some actual other anime content like my 7 Deadly Sins series that I'm starting. I'll see you in the next video.